This is CBC Here and Now.
A serious accident in central Newfoundland shuts down the highway. A long detour is in place for the next few hours.
A lot of experience. I never experienced a thing like that.
The bear basically walked back 2 or 3 steps or so.
Attacked by a black bear while traveling in Labrador. How these travelers fought it off and got away. Good evening and welcome to Here and Now. I'm Peter Cowan. We start tonight with news of a bad accident on the Trans-Canada Highway. Police are investigating a crash just east of Benton, near Gambo. It was reported just before 2:30 this afternoon, but there's no word yet on injuries. As you can see from these pictures, the crash involves a large truck. The accident has shut down the TCH in both directions, but police have recently reopened one lane in order to clear up a backlog of traffic. But the police are still telling all other drivers to take a detour, and it's a long one. Police are asking people to take Highway 320, which will add about 3 hours to your trip. The RCMP isn't sure how long it'll take to completely reopen the highway. A scary and painful experience with a bear caused a group of canoeists to call off their trip through the Labrador Wild earlier this week. The group of 4 from Quebec won't soon forget this experience, and one woman who was lucky to escape with her life will have a mark to remember it by. Here Now's Jacob Barker has that story.
These paddlers are packing up and heading home early. Roger Gagnon never thought this trip would end this way.
I have a lot of experience. I never experienced a thing like that.
Gagnon and his wife Francine Grondin have paddled together for 40 years and 20,000 kilometers. Asleep at night in their tent, a bear attacked, biting Grondin in the leg, leaving a deep wound. It retreated after Gagnon hit it with a log.
It will stay in my mind for the rest of my life, for sure.
The bear stayed close to their campsite. It wouldn't leave no matter what they tried.
When we saw him again, we used bear bangs. The bear basically walked back 2 or 3 steps or so. One of my friends threw him a burning log. It hit the bear. The bear walked back 2 or 3 feet.
The group moved slowly towards their canoes on the beach and made their escape.
Eventually, when everything was ready, we canoed 2 kilometers to another beach.
There they kept Grondin sheltered and safe and used a sat phone to arrange for a rescue flight to the closest hospital in Happy Valley Goose Bay, over 200 kilometers away. Favreau says he believes the bear became aggressive because of the garbage left on the beach.
If you go into nature, don't throw any garbage. The no-trace camping is really, really important.
Gagnon says his wife is doing okay now, and in the future, he'll make sure to have pepper spray at hand. Jacob Barker, CBC News, Happy Valley Goose Bay.
Ottawa is promising more money to get guns and gangs off the streets. Today, Federal Minister Bill Blair was in Conception Bay South to announce $1.8 million for local police and community groups. The money comes as police say incidents of gun-related crime are on the rise in this province. Here Now's Zach Gowdy has the details.
A recent drug bust in St. John's revealed what police in this province are increasingly up against: criminals armed to the teeth, relying on gang connections for their hardware. Today, the federal minister for border security and organized crime reduction promised extra help from Ottawa.
This is not a problem that is limited to big cities, although that makes the news. But it's a problem that is confronting every community. And there are different requirements, different needs in those communities to keep them safe.
It was a point driven home by area MP Ken McDonald, who was the mayor of CBS in 2013 during one of the community's worst incidents of gun violence, a shooting that claimed the life of Julianne Hibbs and Vince Dillon.
I recall the fire chief interrupting a public meeting that we were having of council and telling us to stay here, don't leave the building. There's been a shooting next door. The next day, they found the shooter in a cemetery, I think, in a vehicle. He had taken his own life as well. And he had an arsenal of weapons in his house, in his possession, that nobody knew he had.
The $1.8 million paid out over 5 years is this province's share of a federal investment of more than $300 million to take on guns and gangs. The RNC says gun crime has doubled in the past year. Most of the money will go to local police, but some will flow through to community groups like Choices for Youth, the John Howard Society, and First Light, which work to keep vulnerable people away from gang life.
And when we think about the population that we work with, they're already at a high risk, and there's a lot of criminal background, a lot of criminal activity, and a lot of folks who are coming in preying on vulnerable populations. So part of our job is not only helping them move forward, but to avoid kind of some of the more dangerous things that might be happening in the city and in the province.
As for the optics of announcing big spending and a 5-year plan months before a federal election, Blair said today's announcement was years in the making, and work on this issue is always ongoing. Zach Gowdy, CBC News, Conception Bay South.
Well, George Street isn't your only option for live music tonight. The Rooms is gearing up to host a jam session of its own, and that's where Here Now's Jeremy Eaton is tonight. So, Jeremy, looks like there's some musicians there getting things going.
Yeah, this event actually doesn't start until 7 p.m., but some of them graciously decided to show up early to give us a little taste of what's going to happen here tonight. But it's a traditional jam session, happens every Friday in the month of August here at the Rooms. We're going to learn a lot about what's going on here at this building coming up later on in Here and Now.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. Looking forward to more music. Well, some residents in Witless Bay are outraged after the town began construction of a natural piece of land, or on a natural piece of land, rather. Earlier this week, there was a protest on Ragged Beach, and police were called. Since then, construction has been at a standstill. The CBC's Meg Roberts has more.
An ecological treasure with a beautifully calming view. But today, locals are on high alert. That's after the town started to build what it's calling an erosion wall on Ragged Beach.
I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a necessary thing. And it's there's been no consultation with residences.
Residents fear the construction is just the beginning, that a road could soon cut across the beach leading up to a private property. Edward Vickers started Friends of Ragged Beach, a group dedicated to protecting the natural area and to pressuring councils on decisions regarding the space.
That's taxpayers' money, the residents' money. They don't know that. They don't think about that. That's your money's being spent to aid private development. And if that's what they want, well, there will be a battle.
According to a post that has since been deleted from the town's Facebook page, there's no greater plan at play. The post reads, "This project is designed strictly for safety reasons only. There are no plans for any other type of construction." But there's another issue.
I can't seem to find out where environment signed off on this. There's clear legislation that says you can't run an excavator across a beach. We can't light a fire down there. We can't do anything. You can hardly walk in certain circumstances.
CBC News has reached out to the town looking for those permits and records, but was not granted permission. Instead, we were told to file an access to information request. CBC News has not received a comment back from any members of council. Meg Roberts, CBC News, Witless Bay.
Well, the provincial government says there's a high fire risk today in central Newfoundland and a very high fire risk around the Port aux Basques area. It's all thanks to that gorgeous weather, and it's a reminder to be careful with fire this weekend. Provincial fire officials say 80% of forest fires on the island are caused by people. In Labrador, though, 80% of the fires are actually caused by lightning. Regulators say it's no longer possible to clean up the remaining oil from the spill off the Hibernia offshore platform. The Canada, Newfoundland and Labrador Offshore Petroleum Board says satellite imagery and surveillance by air and sea confirms that the oil has decreased in concentration in so much that it cannot be recovered. Production has been shut down at the platform since the July 17th spill of about 12,000 litres. The board says wildlife monitoring and an investigation into the incident are still ongoing. Well, it's a disappointing update now to a story that we brought you yesterday. Engineering students from the University of Victoria launched an autonomous boat called the Lonely Sailor out of Bay Bulls on Wednesday. The vessel was taking part in the Micro Transit Challenge, trying to make it across the Atlantic Ocean all on its own using solar power and GPS. There may have been a software failure because the team last saw the Lonely Sailor near Petty Harbor. The 8-foot boat is adrift.
It's weekend time, and we have a pretty good one shaping up. I am tracking a system that's going to be rolling in from the west. Sunshine ahead of it, but watching for some showers to approach as we roll through the weekend. Your full timeline is coming up.
Welcome back to Here and Now. Ashley took a good look at the forecast and decided to take today off. So in her place, we have some guy named Ryan Snodden.
Never heard of him. Yeah, you know what? She did pick a great day, Peter, to take an extended long weekend, and good for her and everybody else that has today off and had today off, because it was a really terrific one. Thanks so much, Peter. Good to see you. And have a look at this beautiful picture that kind of sets the scene from today. Donnie O'Keefe, a beautiful shot here of Corner Brook in the Bay of Islands. He posted this on NL Weather on Twitter, and a great shot it is. Now, again, talking about the great day today, talking specifically about the island, no question about that. Labrador still a little unsettled and a little cool today, especially along the coast. Just 8 in Nain, 9 in Makkovik, 15 Happy Valley Goose Bay towards Labrador City, but some showers on the go there. And a pretty solid day, 28 degrees in Terra Nova, 25 in Gander, 25 in St. John's. And yeah, we're going to do this all over again tomorrow for the island. Here's the low that's just kind of lingering over Labrador today. A bit of a coastal onshore flow from the Labrador Sea back into the Nain and Makkovik region and that coast. And there are those scattered showers that have been on the go from Lab City across to Happy Valley Goose Bay. things, again, looking really nice for the island today and again tomorrow. There's a little area of high pressure here off to our west that's, again, having its influence on us, which is great. And then we're watching as we roll throughout the weekend, this low, which is kind of developing right now south of James Bay, that is going to be gaining some steam and sweeping from west to east as we roll throughout the weekend. So let's time it out for you. We'll show you first tomorrow, which is the main focus here. And note through tonight, those scattered showers continue across most of Labrador, ducking into the straits, and places like St. Anthony may see a shower through the overnight and into tomorrow morning, but that's about as far south as it's going to get is the straits in St. Anthony. Very, very pleasant for tonight across the island with westerly winds, temperatures in that 14, 15, 16, maybe even 17-degree range for the metro region. And you can see where those clouds and showers will dominate for Labrador, with winds in from the northwest there. So as we move through Saturday, note some coastal fog setting up along parts of the south coast with a bit of a onshore west-southwesterly flow throughout the day. But it is pretty much wall-to-wall sunshine. I see you can see the forecast model popping up a few showers. I think it's overcooking things there. It is those showers that we are going to be watching in Labrador, as you'll see in a second. But the island, just mostly sunny skies. Our hot spot will likely be Grand Falls, Windsor, Badger, around 26 to 27 degrees. Gander's in that mix too. A bit of an onshore westerly wind will keep temperatures as cool as 20 in places like Placentia, but 25 for inland parts of the Avalon. The west coast anywhere from 22 to 25 degrees and up into Port au Choix around 17. Nice day for the Straits. Shower chances though from Mary's Harbor back towards Happy Valley, Goose Bay, Churchill Falls and Lab City, but some sun breaks too, and a little unsettled as you can see there from Nain down through Hopedale to Makovic with northeast winds keeping temps in the single digits. That's your forecast. Now we'll run you through your Sunday, Monday, and extended forecast, including take a preview of that Regatta forecast for St. John's. For now, we're going to send it to my old buddy Jeremy Eaton, who is at the rooms. Jeremy.
Thanks, Ryan. Members of the band here were saying that you better not be taking credit for this nice weather that we are having. So this is the traditional jam session here at the rooms. A few people have gathered to partake in this weekly event here at the museum. Now, an event like this takes somebody to lead it, and they have to have somebody to be their guide, and that guy is Anthony McDonald. You may recognize him as an axe thrower, as we did a piece on him late last year. Anthony, how are you going to run this? How are you going to keep this in line?
Well, there's some great musicians here, so there's not much work for me to do, really. They're going to call their instrumentals. We'll do some ballads. We'll do a little bit of everything. The session's very inclusive, and welcome everyone to come out, of course. If you want to play or sing a song, by all means, come on down. It runs 7:30 to 9 on Friday evening, so it's a great event. So you got time to get down tonight, actually, so come on down. There's lots of seats left. So
as Anthony said, it doesn't start until 7:30, right? So they all graciously came here a little bit earlier. How much fun is it to do this sort of event? Now, you guys can't see it, with the beautiful view of St. John's Harbour there.
It's amazing. I'm fortunate enough to play most of the rooms in the city, and some like this one, you get distracted. You forget to change the chords sometimes because you're looking at this scenic view here. But you know what? When you're playing with great musicians like these folk, they bring you right back in line. So it's fantastic.
So I'm going to let you get back to it, but thanks a lot for your time, Anthony.
Sure,
we're just going to move over, and this is Marion. Now, Marion, you're a musician as well, but you're also a storyteller. Can you talk a little bit about a play that you wrote, or talk a little bit about the show that you've got coming up?
Sure. I was born on Red Island, Placentia Bay, and I was involved in the resettlement program. And when our son was growing up, he loved hearing stories about my childhood. So I wrote them down, and eventually I put them together and compiled them all, singing and stories, and created Red Island Resettlement Girl. And we've been performing it for a while now, and we're at the rooms here next Thursday night. I can't wait, August the 8th.
So is it a play? Is it a musical? Can you talk a little bit about how does it work?
Well, it's I call it a performance piece or a show because it's all original stories, storytelling and songs. And they're all written by me, and it depicts my life growing up on Red Island and my experience with the resettlement program. And it resonates with a lot of people, you know.
Now, your son liked hearing the stories when he was a young man. What about now when he's obviously seen the show, but what does he think about what Mom put together?
Oh, he thinks it's great, especially that he had a big part in putting it all together. So it's just a really good time to come out and enjoy the stories. And like a lot of people say, you're telling my story. You're telling my story because resettlement is such a big part of our culture, you know. And a lot of people experience it or know their parents experience it. This is my experience I talk about. And it's all storytelling and songs, so call it whatever you want. We call it Red Island Resettlement Girl. Okay.
Well, Marion, thank you so much for telling us about it. Greatly appreciate it. So I'm going to let the band and the fans here get to enjoy it. And reporting live for Here and Now, I'm Jeremy Eaton at the Rooms.
Hard to find the proper horses that will suit the job. It takes time, and luckily I get to try lots of them and try to pick the right fit.
From one island to another, it's where the RNC's newest recruits are being trained. That's just ahead. Welcome back to Here and Now. Earlier on the show, we heard from tourists in Labrador who were attacked by a black bear. Now, another attack to tell you about, this one on the other side of the country. A BC man is recovering in hospital after fighting off a grizzly. It happened as Colin Dowler was riding through backcountry trails. CBC's Tanya Fletcher has his incredible story of survival.
And I was thinking I'm not going to make it. Right? That was, yeah, it's pretty freaking scary.
Colin Dowler's nightmare hit on the eve of his 45th birthday in BC's backcountry. This was the last photo taken of him before he cycled away down a logging road, all alone, or so he thought. That's when he met the bear. As it approached, Dowler reached for a ski pole.
And he was getting really close to me, so I just kind of poked it on his head.
That's when the bear knocked him to the ground.
Kind of grabbed me by the stomach and kind of pushed me down, dragged me towards a ditch, maybe 50 feet, and I tried eye gouging it away, but it didn't really work. And
The thing he remembers most, the sound of teeth against bone.
I was mostly chewing on this thigh, and I was trying to peel its lips back or its mouth back, and it bit me on the arm and bit my foot and then bit this leg a few times. And
Suddenly, he remembered the knife in his pocket, a gift from his father just 2 weeks earlier.
used both hands to pull underneath the bear to get to that knife, put it in this hand and stabbed the bear in the neck, and it let go of me immediately and was bleeding quite badly. And
He managed to crawl back to his bike in unbearable pain. From there, he rode 7 kilometers to a construction camp where he collapsed. 5 workers quickly came to his aid. His wife says they saved his life.
He definitely wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for them. And I'm just happy that my husband is as stubborn as he is.
His doctors say his sheer determination helped too.
Yes, he had quite serious injuries, and it's surprising he was able to get himself out of that situation as he did, and ride his bike as far as he did.
Here I am now. Yeah, they saved my life.
Simple words of thanks from a man grateful to be alive. Tanya Fletcher, CBC News, Vancouver.
We told you last month about the newest horses to join the RNC's mounted unit. Well, tonight we want to show you where those horses came from. The animals used to come from Ontario, but now they're trained on a Prince Edward Island farm. Nicole Williams reports.
Glenn Pollock is doing what he does best at his farm, training horses. Pollock works with many of the animals, but perhaps some of his most impressive students are the 4 horses that are now a part of the Royal Newfoundland Constabulary, Newfoundland's mounted provincial police unit.
Hard to find the proper horses that will suit the job. It takes time, and luckily I get to try lots of them and try to pick the right fit.
Until 2015, horses for the RNC were trained and sourced in Ontario. But according to Constable Jason Coombs with the mounted unit, when that business shut down, the hope was to find a solution closer to home. Pollock was recommended by a mutual friend.
I said, well, there's got to be someone. There's so many horses and so many great equestrian people here on the island that there's got to be someone that can help us out. And Glen Shore has since then.
Altogether, Pollock has trained 4 horses to be part of the unit. He says horses need to be calm, cool, and collected in order to perform their duties. Training takes a lot of time and effort to expose them to different situations. Pollock starts by riding around his farm with farm equipment driving by and eventually has them walking with traffic. Every horse is different, but training usually takes a couple of months. Once Pollock feels the horse is ready, the animal is shipped to St. John's to begin working.
It was stressful but rewarding at the same time. You want to make a good decision, and horses are animals, so it's they all have different personalities.
The horses are used in many different situations: crowd control, search and rescue, evidence gathering, parades, and ceremonies. Coombs says horses help break down barriers between the police and public.
When you're on horseback, you're a little bit more approachable and visible. Some people call us the 10-foot cops because our top of our heads are 10 feet high. So people are more likely to come over and talk to a police officer on a horse than, say, an officer who's rolling by in a police car.
Pollock says the plan is to help train horses for the RNC as long as the unit needs him to. Nicole Williams, CBC News, Mount Herbert.
Well, back to this island, it's time to meet an adventurous feline. Fred the cat hangs out with pot-bellied pigs. There's even a book about his life. But here's a fact that isn't a work of fiction. Fred likes to ride on an ATV. Fred comes from humble beginnings, rescued from a dump in Lethbridge. He now lives at a hobby farm in St. John's. He's lost half his tail and all his patience. Fred lives happily amongst the pigs, goats, geese, and more. When he's not hanging out in the hayloft, he likes to go for a little spin on an ATV. There you go, hops on and off he goes. Fred's remarkable transformation, there's a book all about it, and proceeds from that are going to the Feral Feline Rescue and Rehabilitation. That's the group that originally rescued Fred. Look at
So what you're looking at is a bit of the traditional jam session here at the Rooms. It's going to be going on here until 9 p.m. Now after the break, we're going to chat with somebody from the Rooms about what's going on here this summer.
Welcome back to Here Now. It's Friday night, but the Rooms is still open. They're getting ready for a traditional music jam session, part of the program that brings music into the museum. Here Now's Jeremy Eaton is at the Rooms, front row seat for all the musicians and the jam session. Do you play an instrument, Jeremy?
No, I do not, and nor does anybody want to hear me sing, but it's BYOI. Bring your own instrument here, and the jam session is well underway, led by Anthony McDonald. But there's a lot more than just a traditional jam session happening at the Rooms. This is Angela. She works at the Rooms. Angela, what other things can people find here at the Rooms this summer?
Oh, tons. We highlight lots of different musicians through Mondays and Wednesdays in the afternoons and the evenings. We have people like Jim Payne and Mark Hiscock here. We also highlight artists. We have Artist Spotlight in the afternoons. On Saturdays, you can come meet a Newfoundland dog named Tempo.
Sorry, the dog is in the museum?
He stays outside on the front steps, but he likes greeting visitors for sure.
And what else? I know that there's a lot of music, but are there any new exhibits or anything that people might be able to find here this summer?
Well, we do a lot of guided tours during the summer. That's not available during the winter. Our art galleries are only on for the summer, so the Billy Gauthier and the Future Possible shows we have here, only here for another month or so I'd say get out and see those. And we even have a full-size minke whale skeleton that you can put together as a puzzle, courtesy of the Whale Release and Strandings group.
And I noticed that that's just over here. Gary and I were playing with that. Gary the videographer and I were playing. Actually, I was playing with it. Gary wasn't doing anything with it. But now this traditional jam session, is this something new?
We've been doing it for a few years, actually. Friday nights during the summer mostly. It started as an idea for tourists, but actually a lot of locals tend to come and enjoy it. Yeah, and so in the wintertime we go to once a month on the first Friday of every month.
And why does the Rooms want to offer something like this?
Well, it's part of the culture that is intangible, that you can't really see. So storytelling and music and things like that, it has an emotion for people, and it's just much nicer to actually liven up the space and bring people through the doors.
Well, as you can see, they're pretty lively here, and this event actually hasn't even started. It doesn't start till 7:30, but the folks here at the Room were nice enough to get it started early just for us. So thank you very much for doing this for us, Angela. Thank you very much for your time. And if we get a big round of applause for all of you guys and all of the musicians for coming in. Thank you so much for giving up a bit of your time to be here for us tonight. Thank you. So I'm going to let them play out. I'm done now for the week. We'll see you next week. Reporting live for Here and Now, I'm Jeremy Eaton at the Rooms in St. John's.
Quidi Vidi Lake, home to the oldest organized sporting event in North America, the Royal St. John's Regatta. An event celebrating 200 years of history, it draws tens of thousands of people lakeside for what some call the largest garden party in the world. It's a day at the races with concession stands, games of chance, and socializing. But that's just one part of the lake's rich history. Quidi Vidi has always been a local destination, a place for people to come together. There are so many stories to tell along each shore of the lake. Tales of wild parties, strange sports, eccentric characters, and unique buildings. Stories that have shaped our local culture and heritage.
I'm Larry Dowie. I'm the Director of Programming and Public Engagement at the Rooms. So we're here today in the White Hills because there's so many stories about this place that can be told from this perspective.
Let's start with its namesake, Quidi Vidi Village. Hidden behind the hill at the far end of the lake, it's a tiny fishing village with a protected harbor, settled early in the 16th century.
Where does the name Quidi Vidi come from? No one knows. It's been a confusing name for several hundred years. My name is Philip Hiscock. I am a folklorist, linguist sometimes. I'm at the edge of Quidi Vidi Gut. We don't even know what language the name Quidi Vidi comes from. When people see it written down on a sign, they say, oh, that must be French. Other people have claimed that it comes from Italian, Quidi Vidi, a Portuguese one. Other people have claimed that it comes from Latin. All of these have been claimed to say either, what a beautiful sight, or here is a divide for the land. Now, the place is normally called Quidi Vidi today, and has been for a long time. We look at the maps going back in the beginning of the 18th century. It's spelled K-I-T-T-Y-V-I-T-T-Y. Most people don't pronounce it as T's today, they pronounce it as D's, Quidi Vidi.
Quidi Vidi is one way to say it, but you might hear other people say Quidi Vidi, a pronunciation that became popular about 100 years ago.
It was mostly associated with people who lived on what we now call, most people call it Quidi Vidi Road, which is the road that goes from Signal Hill over to Forest Road. But also with a claim that it went back to John Guy, and that this was the spot where Kirk's colony, based down on the southern shore, and Guy's colony, based over in Conception Bay, divided. So it was the Guy Divide. So people then said, oh, Quidi Vidi, Guy Divide, right, of course. But I've heard people say that people who live in this area will sometimes avoid the name altogether, and they'll simply call it the village.
Everyone refers to it as the Gut, or the village. My name is Aidan Duff. I live in Quidi Vidi village in St. John's.
Duff lives in a repurposed old church on the main road.
It was in the 60s, and the church was no longer in use, and the Anglican church was going to tear it down. And it was a group got together, you know, Shane O'Day and Shani Duff and amongst others, and they put together a group they called the Newfoundland Historic Trust, and they asked me was I interested in buying it, and mentioned it to my wife, Pinky, and the answer was yes, and here we are.
That act of saving the church marked the beginning of the heritage movement in Newfoundland and Labrador, and for the Duffs, it was a labor of love.
It was pretty well 100%, outside, inside, plumbing, electrical.
But Duff says it was fun, and there's no other place like it.
Probably the most unique original feature is the inscription on the arch here. It's Holy, 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 Lord God of Hosts. And we didn't know it was there till we took the plywood off and found it. And of course, naturally, we kept it. And my wife got up on a scaffold and spent, well, you're up there a week with an artist brush painting around the gold letterings. And the hooks that you saw up above, they hold the two ends of the building in. Oh, the ceiling is still here. I'm pretty sure it's original. Someone told me that the Americans put that up. But when they were blasting over here, they put a few rocks through the roof, and to compensate, they fixed the roof and put a new ceiling in. I don't know if it's true or not. It's a good story, though.
Saving the old church wasn't the first act of preserving heritage space in Quidi Vidi. In 1894, 2 years after the Great Fire ravaged downtown St. John's, a letter to the editor was published in a local newspaper, similar to one you might see today. Complaints about not having a development plan for the area and some shoddy structures being built around the lake.
Word gets out that in many of these structures, these shelters, these ill-built houses, they're actually selling booze, illicit sales, and so they become known as shebeens, the Irish term. And so there would have been lots of complaints about shebeens and drinking down around the lake. And he ends off the letter by saying, you know, everything has gone to hell in a handbasket, you know, start thinking about that beautiful lake. The next thing you know, what's going to happen down there, there's going to be a slaughterhouse. And of course, if you go around the lake nowadays, there is a chicken slaughterhouse down there.
Those concerns about development continued into the early 1900s. Prime Minister Edward Morris started hearing that farmers around the lake were being approached by private developers to sell their land for a new subdivision, the area from the head of the lake along the boulevard.
He realized if these people sold this property to private individuals or to a corporation, and then the people of the town would not have access to the lake. And so they purchased the land so that he could secure this place as the site for the regatta.
It was that gesture that has kept development at bay around the lake, keeping Quidi Vidi as a place to be enjoyed by future generations.
Welcome back to Here and Now, and it's almost weekend time, so everyone's paying attention to the weekend forecast. And Ryan, Ashley's been delivering a solid stretch of good weather, at least here on the island, so you better not break that streak tonight.
No pressure, Peter. Yeah, you know what, though? Need some rain, don't want to get the things too dry and bring the forest fire concern in also. So just keep that in mind as I talk about the showers that will be edging in for Sunday. Thank you very much, Peter. Yeah, we do have a pretty nice weekend on the way because Saturday looks fantastic, and I think if there's anywhere that's really due for an extended period of sunshine, it's the Avalon Peninsula, and there you folks there will be seeing another great one on Sunday, as you'll see in just a second. 25 to 27 degrees for most of the island tomorrow. West-southwesterly winds will keep temperatures in that 20 to 22 degree range from places like Placentia to Port aux Basques and in through the Bay St. George region. The Straits around 18 degrees, chance of showers, but some sunny breaks too from Cartwright to Lab City and unsettled along the Labrador coastline. There is the low that is sitting and spinning and taking its time departing, and so that's why Labrador unsettled yet again tomorrow, but it's far enough north that Newfoundland gets another pretty nice day for tomorrow. And then we're watching that next system, which is kind of gathering steam. It doesn't look like much right now. It's just developing south of Hudson Bay, and that will be rolling in. Let's time it out for you for your Sunday. So tonight, smooth sailing. There are those showers through Labrador. As we move into the Saturday afternoon time period, a bit of cloud cover moving in, but nothing too significant. Saturday evening also looks dry, so some good news there. Knock, knock, knock on the door. Looks like Sunday morning for western parts of Newfoundland. A pretty much start to finish shower chance for you folks on Sunday, including the Northern Peninsula. Labrador unsettled for Sunday as well. Note for central Newfoundland, it's a dry start on Sunday. Throughout the afternoon, that system will edge in with some showers. Can't rule out a rumble of thunder on Sunday as well, so do keep that in mind. By Sunday evening, edging in towards Terra Nova, chance of some late-day showers moving into the Burin Peninsula as well. But the Avalon staying dry on Sunday, so some good news there. 25 degrees, a little bit cooler as that cloud and those showers approach earlier for the west coast near 20 degrees. And Labrador, once again, clouds, showers looking like a very good possibility for you folks on Sunday. Quick look at the extended, and that line will move its way towards the Avalon with a better chance of showers moving in throughout the day on Monday with mostly cloudy skies. But 2 beauty days, Saturday and Sunday, and a preview, of course, of Wednesday. Regatta Day at this point looking okay, but Ashley will keep you well versed on that as we roll into next week. 5-day forecast for central parts of Newfoundland. Showers on Sunday, maybe some early sun in the mix, especially for Gander. Not ruling it out for Grand Falls, Windsor as well, but showers looking like a good possibility into the afternoon with mostly cloudy skies. Showers lingering for Monday into Tuesday. Wednesday, things turning around by the looks of things right now. And for western parts of Newfoundland, including Corner Brook, it looks like a wet day on Sunday. Showers linger for Monday into Tuesday, but some squeaks of sunshine and some appearances of Mr. Sun in there too. For Labrador, Happy Valley, Goose Bay, Eastern Labrador looking pretty wet for Sunday into Monday. Looking like just some scattered shower chances for Tuesday and into Wednesday. And for western parts of Labrador, scattered showers tomorrow. Best chance of showers on the worst day this weekend looks to be Sunday. And then we're talking about just some scattered showers for Monday and into Tuesday of next week. That is your forecast to now. Peter, back to you.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Thanks for doing it. Always great to have you on the show, even if it's for only one night.
Always great to be here, and my pleasure. Have a great weekend.
Well, Ottawa is honoring a former Army nurse who served in the Second World War. This November, Maxine Brett will grace the Veterans Week poster. She's turning 100 this year and remains as remarkable as she was during some of Europe's darkest days.
I wanted to be right in the action.
Maxine Brett still fits her old uniform. 75 years later, the wool coat and cap are still crisp, and so are the memories of what she saw as a war nurse.
No, you just never forget those boys and the burns and how they suffered.
In 1944, Brett left her BC home and boarded a boat for Europe, dodging, she says, German U-boats along the way. She joined the Royal Canadian Army Medical Corps as a nurse stationed in Perugia during the Italian campaign. A daunting task awaited her, caring for hundreds of Canadian and British soldiers at a time, their bodies mangled by enemy fire.
Some survived, some didn't. Yes, it was just a terrible war.
In a tribute to the contributions of women in the military, Brett has been chosen as the face of this year's Veterans Week poster. It's the first time a nurse has been granted the honor. In Hudson, Quebec, where she settled and raised a family after the war, the news is a big deal. But then again, so is Maxine.
When she walks down the street, the whole street stops.
She's an icon here, a real icon.
They were our boys, and we loved them. I like that picture.
Brett says she was just doing her job, and the tributes she values most came from the men she cared for.
If it wasn't for sisters like you, a lot of us boys wouldn't be here today.
Humble, brave, and indefatigable then, and still now. Simon Akineshny, CBC News, Hudson, Quebec.
Let's take a look at some birthdays and anniversaries this week. Anniversary greetings going out to Ruby and Nigel Smith of Bishop's Cove, who celebrated their 61st wedding anniversary. Happy 52nd anniversary to Harley and Nancy Payne of 3 Mile Rock. Susie French will be 93 years old tomorrow. She's originally from Dildo. She's now at a retirement center in Corner Brook. Harry and Daisy Colburn of Lewisport celebrated 68 years of marriage. Happy 50th anniversary to Gonzo and Diane Gillingham of Bishop's Falls.
55th anniversary greetings to Mary Jo and Elmo Gillard from your children and grandchildren. Happy 50th anniversary to Ruth and George Colburn of Carbonear. Jim and Mary Monster of CBS are celebrating 60 years together at their cottage in Brigus Junction. Happy wedding anniversary to Rosalie and Harold Stanford of Bay Roberts, who celebrated 50 years together on August 1st. Love and best wishes from your family and friends. Happy birthday to Angela Delaney of Stephenville, who turned 98 years old on July 1st. Lots of love from your family.
Happy 59th anniversary to John and Betty Hines, who live in Happy Valley Goose Bay. Chess and Evelyn Thorne of Brownsdale celebrated their 55th wedding anniversary. Happy 55th anniversary to Barbara and Josh Parsons of Cupids. Happy 58th anniversary to Gordon and Mabel Byrne of New Farrell. Hope you have many years together. Happy 66th anniversary to Walter and Anna Reed of Norris Point, celebrating tomorrow.
Congratulations to Reg and Roseanne Plowman of Stephenville, who celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary yesterday. Love from your family and friends. Happy 62nd anniversary to Shirley and Edgar Hindy. Happy 53rd anniversary to Rose and Howard Banks of Hampton. Happy 62nd anniversary to Harry and Frances Hallett from your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Happy 50th anniversary to Edgar and Gussie Harris. Love Sherry, Rob, and grandchildren Olivia and Ethan.
Maud and Bill Starks of Mount Pearl are celebrating their 61st anniversary. Birthday greetings to Julia Verge of Lower Lance Cove, Random Island, who celebrated her 92nd birthday this week. Happy 94th birthday to Cecilia Sr., formerly of Red Harbor, now living in Grand Bank. Birthday greetings going out to Don Sweetapple of Glovertown, celebrating his 92nd birthday today. Congratulations to Pleeman and Sadie Rimmer of Lewisport, who are celebrating their 63rd anniversary.
Happy 54th wedding anniversary to Patsy and Jim Powell from St. John's. Dick and Doreen McCrate, originally of Mount Carmel and St. Catherine's in St. Mary's Bay, now residing in St. John's, are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary today. Congratulations from your children and their families. Happy anniversary to Aaron and Joan Jacobs of Fogo, who celebrated their 50th anniversary on July 28th. Rita Perry of Bloomfield has turned 96 years old yesterday. Birthday greetings from your family and friends. Happy 50th anniversary to Nathan and May Crane from Upper Island Cove.
Happy 55th anniversary to Palma and Winston Preddy of Shearstown. Happy 90th birthday to James Houlihan, originally from Mirasheen Island and Jersey-side Placentia Bay, but now residing in St. John's. It's a golden anniversary for Alvina and Edward Power, celebrating today. Happy 67th anniversary wishes for Graham and Joan Butt of New Harbor, Trinity Bay, wishing you both a beautiful day to reminisce of the years gone by. Happy 65th wedding anniversary to Dot and Frank Bursey of Jobs Cove.
It's a 54th wedding anniversary for Hector and Sophie Allen, formerly from Portugal Cove, but now living in St. John's. Floyd and Marjorie Day of Dildo, Trinity Bay, celebrated their 59th anniversary this week. Greetings from your family and friends. A happy 50th wedding anniversary to Harold and Doreen Butt of Old Perlican. Love and best wishes from your family. Happy birthday to Ida Leonard, who celebrated her 98th birthday on Wednesday, July 31st. Now, Ida is a World War II veteran from Inverness, Scotland, who served in the Royal Air Force and came to Newfoundland as a war bride. Happy 59th anniversary on July 27th to Bill and Joyce Dinney. Greetings from your son and daughter-in-law, 4 grandchildren and great-grandchildren in Fort McMurray and Edmonton, Alberta.
Well, congratulations to everyone celebrating this week. Now, before we wrap up for the weekend, we've been on a bit of a roll with lots of animal stories, so we got one more video that we want to share with you. A BC couple was getting ready to step out when this met them on their doorstep.
Jeez,
It's okay, Tyler. It's okay.
I don't think so. Holy are you photographing?
After prowling the deck for several minutes, the cougar managed to slip away. The friends waited an hour before leaving the house and jokingly told the CBC they were prepared to stay inside the cabin for the rest of their lives, if necessary. Well, an update now on the accident on the Trans-Canada Highway just east of Brenton near Gambo. The good news is the highway is now open in both east and west directions. There's still no word, though, on the number of vehicles involved or any injuries, but we're going to stay on top of the story tonight and keep posting updates on our website, cbc.ca/NL. Well, thanks for spending your evening with us. That's it for Here and Now. I'll be back with you on Monday. Have a great weekend.